that. Another question: do you have any relationships with wealth management? Is a CPA the person to go to for? I guess these are kind of two separate questions. So, do you have any
Mhm.
relationships with wealth management? Maybe aside from tax stuff, other wealth management things. Do you all offer those services? Is that something that Eger would be a go-to source for?
Yeah, we do wealth management at our office. So we set up everything from simple plans, IRAs, 401ks. We help with people that are, once they start profiting, we're going to start investing that money for them. We also have relationships with other kind of interesting outside investments, like some oil and gas investments. We have some actually can invest in movies. It's a big tax strategy. So once you become that super high income earner making $1 million a year, we can have you invest in some movies. There's some really good tax credits and things like that. We have relationships for people who invest in like solar fields and things like that, lots of credits. So we kind of have like your regular investments that we handle. That's going to be investing money in your IRAs, Roth IRAs, 401ks. If you inherit some money from family, things like that. We do that investment, and then we kind of outsource and work with third parties for some, like, I'll call it the more creative partnership interests. That's the oil and gas, or a little bit riskier investments or their tax strategies. And so we work with third parties on those. We can't possibly create those investments ourselves. And so we rely on third parties for those, but there's some tremendous things out there. And so we kind of look at ourselves as the quarterback. We're really good at finance in our office. And that's reducing taxes and creating wealth. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what we want on your behalf. Is literally, let's have you pay the least amount of tax you have, and let's get you in a spot where you're creating the most wealth. And so, one of the things that I punch into our team a lot is we're not just tax planning for this year, we're tax planning for the next 15 years or 20 years, right? I'm okay paying a little bit more tax now if I'm getting a huge benefit down the road. And so that's the way we look at this, right? So we look at this and say, hey, we want to look at your picture, your goals, your timeline, and let's put some strategies in place to try and get you onto those goals. So.